So I thought this Real Housewives of Potomac, never mind my Sealy plats, okay? But I thought this Real Housewives of Potomac was gonna be a snooze fest. This is why I put on my little neck brace. And I was getting ready to clock out and go to sleep. Child, until I turned on the television, I actually saw the episode. This has been one of the best episodes of Real Housewives of Potomac since ever. Since season one, since the beginning of this season two. It's just been perfect in everything. So let's just get straight into it, darlings. Let's see, where do I want to go? Karen, she's trying to the grand dame. She's trying to set up a little birthday party, a little small shindig with her folks for her mother's seventh 70th. How do you say that? 70, 70th, 70th, 70th. She turned to 70, her mama. And she wanted to set up a whole little moment for her because she's turning 70. She's a woman. She's dipping it and doing it. She raised Karen, all that good stuff. She wants to set up something for her. So Karen and her sister Bridget, which she looks a lot like her sister, they go and pick up the cake and all that kind of stuff. Karen mentions that that's the only woman that she'll set up, that she'll bow down to, is her sister Bridget. I'm assuming the her sister Bridget is a little bit more um I guess closer to their mom than she is, or she's probably around a little bit more than Karen the grand dame is. So their little conversation back and forth with each other was funny. They was she the sister was definitely giving it to Karen, and I was living for it. Um, so they had a whole little party for the mom. Um, Karen looks a little bit like her mom. They all have those noses. She's a cute little lady. So they're talking, have a cute little family moment. She jokes and says, Karen asks, how old? She was like, who's older, you or Ray? And she was just like, Ray's older. And she said to Ray, the mom said, she said to Ray, basically, what your old ass want with my daughter? Apparently, Ray was just driving down the street and he saw Karen on the farm shoveling shit, and he just found her attractive and wanted to scoop on up and rescue her. And of course, Karen coming from the farm, she was done and over with, and she had nothing to lose, so she decided to pooch on and marry the man, and now she's Karen Hugard. So it's a whole herstory thing. It's a herstory thing. So that's pretty much it. It was a cute enough scene. Whatever. Um, this party was like big on like parties and shindigs. That's what this whole episode was about. Pretty much, just three separate shindigs. Um, they had one scene where Giselle, she met with her business partners for her makeup line. If y'all watched last season, Giselle's trying to get up a whole little makeup line, and she basically is doing it for women of color, and she has all different shades, which I do appreciate that. So hopefully her whole makeup line thing goes well. She meets up with her business partners. One of her business partners is a lady that she went to college with, and apparently she told some cute little stories about Giselle. Apparently Giselle was like the top bitch in the sorority. She was basically Tisha Campbell in School Days, I'm assuming. And she would haze them and do all kinds of stuff. I can imagine, because Giselle has that uppity type of attitude, and so I can imagine that comes from somewhere. So obviously she's always had it. Um, I was just like, Giselle, okay, girl, whatever. Um, so they're talking, and she one thing that was interesting to me was Giselle. She was just like, these are the women here. They know the business, and I know the beauty. Hello, have you seen this? We've seen it, Giselle, and we're not pleased, beloved. Giselle, I think we all can agree that Giselle is a beautiful woman, but a lot of times your hair choice pieces are a chop. They look cheap, dried out plastic Walmart boots. Your makeup is ridiculous for your a lot of times for your skin tone and for your eyes and all. She don't know how to match like her eyes, her eye color. Because she's very fair skinned. She's fair skinned. She has blonde hair, light eyes, and she puts pink on top of her lids and harsh lipstick, just all kinds of just ridiculous and just random like colors and shit thrown together. Like, just they'll get it together. If you're gonna be a top bitch, if you think that you're gonna be a top bitch on the show or just in general in life, you really should be on point 150% of the time, and you're not. But none of the women really are on the show for the most part. So I mean, this whatever. And they're such bougie women. It's crazy. Even Monique was saying that in this episode. She was talking to her friend. She was just like, I've never met such bougie women in my life. She was just like, I've met plenty of people and been around plenty of people that have way more money than them, and they don't act like them. So it's just a big front. This whole thing, but. I like Monique. I think everybody likes Monique. Yeah, she's a talker. She runs her mouth, but she don't mean any harm. She's not bothering anybody. Just give the girl a chance. Just let her talk. But she really has a good heart at her core. I can tell. But and she's very emotional, so she'll flip out on you if you don't listen to her. So just listen to her, child. That's all. Just for a minute, and then you'll reap all the benefits, child. Maybe she'll help you pay a light bill. Come on, shit. Hey, yes, Monique. Yes, your kids. Okay. Your mom. Okay. Your mother-in-law. Okay. Oh, your aunt. Oh, your aunt did that. Oh, okay. That's great. Oh, your niece. Oh, okay. Your grand. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, you're okay, Monique. I have to go to the bathroom, hon. Just do that or whatever. But whatever. Um, and let's see. So Charisse, she had this whole little party to throw, and it's for the she's like the top leader in the National NBA Wives Association, whatever the fuck. So she has this whole little get together. She invites everybody. I'm assuming everybody, except for Giselle, because they had that whole little spiffy spat spat spat. But who all showed up was Ashley. Showed up. Um, no, Ashley didn't show up. Um, who showed up? Chris Samuels, which is Monique's husband, and Monique, they showed up, and Robin and Juan showed up, child, to the Charisse event. Now, Charisse and Robin have been knowing each other a long time. They all, met each other, when Robin was with Juan and Charisse was with Eddie. They was all cool and all, buddies or whatever. So, Robin and them was just like, it's just kind of sad to see the fact that Eddie them didn't get to work it out and all that. And I'm just like, yeah, I guess it is sad. Um, Cherie said something very interesting to me. She was just like, um, you know, Robin and our situations are very similar. You have, there's Eddie in our situation, distant. He has a whole nother life, whole nother state. Don't call. He basically ignores me, just treats me like shit. But then you have Robin's situation where her husband is, probably doing stuff around her back, sneaking on her, whoop to whoop. But she don't know about it because he comes home at night, they sleep in the same bed, they raise their kids together. She was just like, I would rather have Robin's situation. And that really showed to me where her self-esteem level was, because that's just such a shame that some people are just willing to put up with anything just to say they got somebody. And I was just like, that's my like biggest issue with Charisse, because she just put on fronts and airs and like she's this and that. Like when she was on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy was talking to her, and a caller said something, and she was just like, "Oh, I'm married." When they asked about why you haven't went out and found you somebody or something, or they asked about the fireman that Giselle was talking about, she was like, "Oh, I'm married. I'm married." Andy was like, "Not really," and I agree, not really. Technically, you're married, but y'all been separated for how long? And he got to stay. He living in another state, probably engaged to another woman, sleep with multiple women, I'm sure. Allegedly, I don't know this man, but I'm just saying. This man that went on and found another life. Why can't you do the same? Why do you feel bad about doing the same? Fuck the marriage. The marriage didn't mean shit to him, so why should it mean anything to you? How much are you willing to put up with, Charisse? And she kind of had a breakdown a little later on this episode, but I get into that later. But it's just so irritating. So we had the whole party. Sharice is up there, running her mouth, talking about, yeah, I'm dropping my last name and all this other shit. No people that come there for that, child. You trying to raise money, whatever you trying to do. We have Robin, She's talking to Monique and some other lady. They're talking, having a conversation. Robin was just like, I wish Monique shuts up. She do talk about herself a lot. She do go on and on and on. Whew. And I wonder where that comes from with her. Um, I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments why y'all think Monique just goes and goes and goes like the Energizer Bunny. Maybe it's just a personality. Maybe she feels like you should. Maybe she just wants to put it all out there and let you know who she is before you can get the chance to judge her. I don't know. People do all kinds of things for different reasons, but I don't think she means any harm. Robin went right over the next day to talk to Giselle. Giselle was acting like she was cooking. And they talked about the whole event. She read Sharice Robin talking about, she got up there talking about dropping last names, all that kind of shit. It was like, what the hell's going on? She also talked about the fact that that girl don't ever shut up, Monique. And she was just like, child, were you going to her little shindig? She was like, yeah, I go. So, Monique has this, she bought the house that she was looking at last week, and she wants to have a housewarming. They're basically having a cookout, good old nasty cookout. I lived for it. Because I'm used to that. Me coming from, me being from Spartanburg, South Carolina. That's my tea. We cook out all the time. So especially in the summer, like, come on, Ken folk. All your cousins and your aunties and everybody and your uncles and stuff get togethers and all that and have moments. I live. So a little earlier in the episode, Ashley and Robin actually met up. And since Robin has experience, I guess, in restaurants or whatever, or in business, Ashley wanted to ask Robin her, you know, advice on, so because they've gotten bad reviews off their nasty ass food. I done told them before. The people done told them before, niggas don't eat kangaroo. Like, I don't know why they don't seem to get it. Cause I get it. It makes sense to me, but whatever. Um, so they're talking, and apparently, Ashley, she's being a little bone carrier child, like Sheree in Atlanta, and she's just like, you know what? Um, here's the team, and here's what happened. Well, I heard. Now she said this in the confessionals. Ashley, she heard that one, Robin's current baby daddy, whatever, got a new boo thing and flaunting it around town, child, on the other side of Potomac. And Robin ain't got no idea what's going on. And she was just like, I don't know if I should tell Robin this or not because I don't want her to look stupid like Sharice and all that kind of stuff. I was like, ooh, that was shady, but it was true. It was true. Am I missing anything? No, I think I'm pretty much got everything. So we get to the whole little cookout, little housewarming. Karen showed up early with Ray. Um, I swear, Ray looks like he's here and he's there and child. Karen knows she looked up and got that man. Child. He just look, just Karen and Ray, they ain't nothing but a situation where she saw dollar signs, and that's just straight up and down. I'm sure she didn't love him from the beginning, but she probably saw that man had a Karen Hort, and more importantly, she saw them dollar signs, and I'm just like, child, but whatever. Um, so anyway, they showed up. She looked cute though, Karen. Then here comes a Giselle and her shady ass friend. I think his name is Sean, her hairdresser, who be laying the fuck out of her hair. And not in a good way. I mean laying like dead, like casket sharp. Because he be giving her them funeral home wigs. And it's just, her hair is the fool. And I don't know why she don't think it's the fool, but we all see it's the fool. But anyway, she showed up. They was throwing shade from the very beginning as soon as they walked in. Giselle looked nice though. See, sometimes Giselle on point, but a lot of times it's just X X X X X X across the board. So they came in. Monique hugged him and hugged everybody and just throwing shade from the very beginning. Ashley ended up showing up, and Robin ended up showing up. Giselle and her guy was just, kind of off to the side, chilling. They went outside, met Monique's husband, Sean. His name's Sean. Chris Samuels, that's his name. And he's very friendly. Monique and him are just very friendly, nice people. Um, he, made a joke that said that Monique only made the cornbread. Apparently, Monique made all the sides, and her husband did all the meat, cooked all the meat. And as soon as they got in there, Giselle started throwing shade. Somebody walked in. I believe it was Robin or Karen or Ashley. I believe it was Ashley, one of them. I'd have named everybody right. So Ashley came in, and she was like, "Oh, who cooked the food?" And Giselle was just like, Robin, Monique was just like, "Oh, I did." And Giselle, she was like, "Well, she lied. She only made the cornbread." Apparently, to her husband. They all walk outside except for Giselle and her hairdresser, and Gigi, which is Monique's best friend, is still in the kitchen. So they start whispering and talking shit, and you know, um, talking about Monique and how much she talks and all this kind of stuff, and she just has a mouth that never stopped running and all this. And Gigi was just like, it's kind of rude talking about somebody in their home. And she was just like, "Child, you're reaching." I was just sitting here talking to my friend. One about talking about her, what's tea, whatever. So Gigi, she goes outside, and the hairdresser was just like, I'm gonna give her about one, two, three, four of my teeth to put right here on the side, talking about Gigi. I fell out laughing though. Um, but and then another lady who was at Monique's party, just Giselle got caught throwing shade and talking shit again. These producers of the show really don't like Giselle, and I can tell. But it was just like, Giselle, chill the fuck out. Like, really, like, lady, stop. And Monique got mad. Monique got a little upset. She came in. She was just like, "What you say? What you say? I know you're throwing shade in my house, cause I can put you out." Giselle, you're a little aggressive right now, playing the white woman role. You're a little aggressive, and all this kind of shit, knowing she done started all this shit. And she basically put him out, and I don't blame Monique for that. She went back outside. She was just like, "I'm sick of that trick." And Karen was just like, "Ooh." Monique was like, "The only reason I didn't snatch her was because my pastor was on the way. I lived." So we have Giselle in the car. Then Robin comes out. She was just like, "What's tea? What happened?" And Giselle was just like, "I wasn't doing anything. I offered her some tea. She wanted coffee, and she went off." I was like, "Giselle, stop lying." Then Ashley came up, and then Ashley. Oh, I meant to tell y'all, in the midst of the kitchen, when Giselle and her hairdresser was throwing shade, Ashley came in there, basically spilled the tea on Robin, that one got somebody else, and he's talking to somebody else. And she didn't tell. She told us, the viewers, but she didn't tell Robin when she was talking to Robin earlier in the episode. But she told Giselle. So I don't know why she didn't think Giselle wasn't gonna tell her. I mean, it's not like Giselle really liked Ashley either. So they started to talk, and Robin was just like, "Oh, okay," because by this time Giselle had already told Robin. She was just like, "Oh, I heard you, talking about me and my situation and my relationship and stuff." And Robin, she just wants everybody to stay out of her business, and Ashley gonna get her little head knocked off by both Sharice and Robin. And I don't think she can beat both of them. They bigger than her, they're stronger than her, and Robin, got them manly legs and ankles and feet and shit, and she look like she can run. She's a track star, so I don't think she want another Robin. But it was just a mess. Um, Long behold, here comes Sharice. Sharice came in. And they was just like, "Hey, Sharice, what's tea? What's going on?" By this time, Giselle had got out the car, so it was Giselle, her hairdresser, Ashley, and Robin. And now Sharice pulled up. She was just like, "Oh, hey." Then she started to cry, and she hugged Robin. And then she hugged Giselle. Sharice, she's going through a lot right now. I talk shit, which I will always do, but I do genuinely feel bad for Sharice. I just want her to wake up and just realize this man is done with you, and you need to be done with him. You will always share the kids together. That's a connection that I will never know, and that you don't. I say I would never know because I'm not female. and I, can't have kids and all that kind of stuff, and being with this person for years and years, and thinking that it's gonna work out and all that kind of stuff, and I was just, but it's just upset. Sharice, they really got me, feeling something for Sharice. And when Sharice cries and have these real moments, we can relate to Sharice. But when she's put on these airs and acting like Karen Huggett, we all know Karen is a damn joke. But Sharice, we got a little hope for you. Karen at the age where you just let her talk. Like she ain't gonna never change. She's been this way for a while, so that man done spoiled her to death. So next episode, Sharice and Ashley gonna get into it because Ashley gonna start running her mouth, and I'm telling you, Ashley, that ain't what you want. Them real black women's, I'm telling you. So that's pretty much it. You guys tell me what y'all thought about this review. I'm Mr. Chalaki. Guys, I ain't did that in a long time. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at ITSKINGWORLD on Instagram and Twitter. At ITSKINGWORLD89 on Snapchat. Chase King was on Facebook, but all the information will be in the bottom bar below, darlings. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, child, we're here. It is Potomac, land of the fake.